Wishing you a good day, dear student. This is Angita from the race classes. Children, in our grammar, we have covered our topic tense in a very short, brief, as well as you can say in a crispy way, so that you can learn the things properly. Same we are going to plan and start for your topic voice, which is one of the most important point for the examinations. And I noticed that in every classes from their base level, from the beginning, class 4th, 5th, till their class 10th also, children are having the confusion with this topic. So here we are coming to tell you this topic in a very short and crispy way. Understood, no? Short and crispy doesn't mean that you will get only one or two lines. That means you will have to get the things, ideas which are important for the point of your understanding as well. Clear, no, children? So if you are new to this channel, kindly please press your like, subscribe and share button to get more notifications from this. Okay, so let's begin with the video. Topic is what? Voice. Most of the children are aware with the two terms. Voice are having two terms. One is your active voice and other is your having passive voice. But the thing is, when you are going to convert it, most of you know also what is active, what is voice, what type of conversion we are using, what type of conversions as well as what type of things we are going with. Clear, no? So let's begin the classes with the conversion of voice. Clear? So here voice has been classified into two parts. One is your active voice, that is called your doer, and other is your passive voice, that is called on which that doer have done the action. Clear? So with that, first of all, we are going to move with the definition of voice in your grammatical term. If somebody is going to ask, you have to tell the definitions properly. So let's begin with the class and write this one. The heading for this is voice, and please write the definition. In grammar, voice is a form of verb. In grammar, this marker is not working. In grammar, voice is what? Voice is a form of, in grammar, voice is a form of verb. So, verb is what? You know already verbs are having, the verbs are your doing verb. Action words, you can say they are also called form of verb. First point. Clear? You have different forms of verb as well. Past, present, past, participle and ing form. And it is also your doer verbs. So first of all, in grammar, it is just a form of verb. That means you have to recall, like in tense we have used a form of verb. Here also we are going to use form of verb. In which chapter? Voice. Understood? Only the things are different. There we are using first, second, third and fourth form. In here also we are going to see which form of verb we are going to. So let's continue here. In grammar, voice is a form of verb. Second, you are going to write. First, you can highlight and write this first one. It shows the relation between. It shows the relation between clear, no? The subject किसके किसके बीच में ये रिलेशन दिखाता है? ये रिलेशन दिखाता है between the subjects and the, I will use another color marker to highlight, and the action in a sentence. Children, since this is your beginning class, so you have to understand the thing in a deep manner. Clear? So it is going to talk about, it shows the relation between the subject. First of all, you have to highlight this one, subject. Always the first verb of yours when you are going to begin the first sentence of yours is going to form subject. I will tell you also. And the action in a sentence. As well as what type of action is done. Like a bird is flying. Clear? So bird is your subject. Bird is doing some action. That means what the bird is doing? The bird is flying itself. Understood? No? So flying is your verb, whereas this bird is your subject. So it always depends on your subject as well as what type of action that subject is doing. Clear? What type of action that subject is doing, it depends on that. So please write this one. Moving on the next part of yours, you can see voice have been classified into two parts. What is your first part of this one? Your first part is active voice. What is active voice? And second is your passive voice. Sometimes you will read about middle voice also, but as per your, this middle voice is not considered that much, so we are going to take these two only, active voice as well as passive voice. Clear? Please note it down. Yeah, children, note it down. So, here we are going with the definition one by one for active as well as passive voice. So, in case of this mind map is almost ready. What is grammar? In grammar, what you are going to call it is a form of verb. It shows the relation between subject and the action in a sentence. It had been classified into two parts, active as well as passive voice. Understood, no? So, let's move to the other part of this one, and that will be, we are going to classify about active voice. You know already, when the subject or the doer is doing some action, it comes under your active voice. Clear? समझ में आया? जब डूअर करने वाला कोई काम कर रहा हो और हम उसके बारे में बात करें, then it comes into your active voice. So what is the first one which you are going to write? Yeah. Heading. Active voice. Clear? Note it down. A verb is said to be in active voice. If you know the answer, children, आप अपने आंसर्स को कमेंट सेक्शन में दे सकते हैं. A verb is said to be in active voice when the subject, when the to use other color eraser. When the person or thing are denoted by, when the person or thing, please write it properly, denoted by the subjects performs an action. From here you have to understand that what the sentence exactly want to tell. इसको एक्टिव वॉइस कब कहते हैं? जिसमें जो हमारा डूअर होता है, ठीक है, कौन होता है? डूअर. डूअर वो क्या रिप्रेजेंट करता है? डूअर के एक्शन के बारे में हम बात करते हैं. वो किस तरह का एक्शन? सब्जेक्ट परफॉर्म्स एन एक्शन. सब्जेक्ट मीन्स डूअर. वो किस तरह का एक्शन परफॉर्म कर रहा है उसको हम लोग किसमें डिस्कस करते हैं? उसको हम लोग डिस्कस करते हैं एक्टिव वॉइस में. ठीक है. यहाँ पे हम लोग एक और इम्पोर्टेंट चीज पढ़ेंगे कि इसका स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है. जैसे टेंस में अभी हम लोग हर टेंस के टाइप का स्ट्रक्चर पढ़े थे, यहाँ पे भी हम स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में बात करेंगे. तो आप इसका स्ट्रक्चर लिख लीजिए. एक्टिव वॉइस के स्ट्रक्चर में बहुत ही आसानी होती है आपको समझने के लिए, क्योंकि इसके पास सिर्फ सब्जेक्ट, वर्ब और क्या होता है? ऑब्जेक्ट. सब्जेक्ट प्लस वर्ब प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट. ये एक जनरल इसका स्ट्रक्चर है. और as per the rules we are changing in different patterns. So what is the structure? Subject plus verb plus object. We are having the verb form also, but we are going to mention it accordingly, like in present what we are using, in continuous what we are using. So there we will discuss in detail. Clear? Here only you have to understand what does it contains. Will it be okay for you to understand that same? Okay children, please note it down. An example we are going to give you for this one. structure you have marked? Example. Please note it down fast. Mice. Now see, cats catch mice. Understood? So here, this is your what? I'm writing also, this is your subject. This will be your verb and this will be your object. Now, we are going to talk about what? Cat, what? This is your subject, what cat is doing? Catching. What the subject is doing, what type of action? That subject is catching the what? What type of object? Mice. So there is no other verb or no forms of verbs we are using. It represents, when you are going to convert into passive voice, the same example I will take and I will tell you what the difference we are going to use. Cats catch mice. So here, catch is what? Please note it down. Cat is what? Where is this one? Here, you will note it down like this. Here, cats are what? Cats are the doer of your action. Cats are the doer. One more word you will learn. Subjects are your always doer. Cats are the doer of the action. Clear? Please note it down. Where if subject itself is the doer of the action, so hence it is what? Subject. Yes, यही हमारा subject और यही हमारा काम भी कर रहा है. तो ये कौन सा voice हुआ? Hence it is what? Hence it is which type of voice? Yeah. Hence the subject is what? Active. ये आपको एक समझने का वे है, एक एग्जाम्पल है एक्टिव. ठीक है, चूंकि हमारा सब्जेक्ट ही काम कर रहा है, करता वही है हमारा, डूअर मिस करता, तो हमारा वो क्या कौन सा वॉइस है? वो हमारा एक्टिव वॉइस है. ठीक है, आगे चले. इसमें जो वर्ब हमारा यूज हुआ है, क्या वर्ब यूज हुआ है? कैच. Therefore the verb, your verb is what? What is your verb? Catch. Is also which type of voice? Is also an active voice. Clear? Or you can write catch किस तरह का voice है या किस तरह का word है? Is also a, is in which voice? Is also an active voice. Clear? Now kindly take the screenshot of this one. So it's easy for you to understand. Once again, verb active में कब होगा? जब उसका subject क्या होगा? Doer होगा. Example उसका structure होता है subject verb agreement. I'll just underline in a bracket. You also have to underline like this. Clear? Examples are cats catch mine. Here, cats are the doer of the action and the subject is active. Therefore, the verb catch is also an active voice. Clear, ho chale? So, let's go with another form of yours. We are going to write here in place of active. You will write. You don't erase like this. You have to erase properly. No, only I am doing. Yeah. This structure is also not appropriate for that. So, let's erase. Here children, again and again you have to learn the verb form. Most of the time the verb form are given and most of the children have learned. I cannot say that nobody happened. But still there are many, because of that they are making the mistakes. Clear, no? So all these 4 forms of the verb you have to remember for the point of examination. That is very, very important for you to go with. Clear? So next is your what? Passive voice. Please note it down properly. Here, definition you will write. A voice is said to be in passive एक्टिव में तो आपको ये समझ में आया कि डूअर या सब्जेक्ट हमारा क्या होगा, वो डूअर होगा, उसी के बारे में हम बात करेंगे. वॉइस इज सेड टू बी इन पैसिव if the a voice is said to be in the passive if the person or thing what is going to be acted upon. Denoted by subject is acted upon. That means what? We are going to learn a voice is said to be in passive if the person or thing denoted by the subject is acted upon. मतलब जो भी हमारा डूअर था वो किसी और पे डिपेंड हो रहा है. इसका मतलब सीधा सीधा ये है कि जो हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट होगा वो हमारा सब्जेक्ट बन जाएगा, जो हमारा सब्जेक्ट होगा वो क्या बनेगा, ऑब्जेक्ट. समझ में आ रहा है? यहाँ पे जो भी हम सब्जेक्ट के बारे में बात करें वो क्या करें, इज एक्टेड अपॉन. उसमें क्या था, सब्जेक्ट हमारा डूअर है. यहाँ सब्जेक्ट किसी पे डिपेंड करेगा, वो खुद से कोई डिसीजंस नहीं लेगा. इसका ओवरऑल मतलब ये होगा बेटा कि जो हमारा सब्जेक्ट होता है वो ऑब्जेक्ट एंड ऑब्जेक्ट विल बी योर subject. That's the difference that they are going to make it accordingly. Clear? So please note it down. Now we are going to talk about the structure. Clear? Here you can note one more point. The subject does not perform an action. The subject does not perform an action. Clear? It means what? Whatever the action it is done by, that is totally depends upon the object of that one. Subject have no any other role in that one. Will it be okay for you? The subject does not perform an action. So next, let's talk about the structure expressed in the verb. Let's start. Clear? Now, what is the structure? For previous one, we are having subject, verb, and then object. In this one, we are having the same structure, but your subject will be what? Your subject will be object. Please note it down. Object plus HV is your helping verb. This is what? Plus MB is your main verb. Plus we are using the verb का third form plus by plus subject. Always we are using verb third form in this one. Pair in passive voice. That you have to remember because that is going to help you a lot to understand the things properly. Here your structure is what? Subject plus helping verb plus main verb plus your verb का which form? Third form, including your by as well as your subject. Clear now children? The things which is very very important for you to understand is we are having third form of the word and second we are having by. That is the way we are going to use between active as well as passive. In passive most of the time by is written. Most of the cases. Because of that we are going to make the easily segregations between them. Clear for you? Okay, fine. Same example. In previous example we have seen cats catch mice, where cats is your subject, catch is your verb as well as mice is your object. Now the same subject is going to become your object and object is going to become subject. So what type of word we are going to form from here? Your same subject. What is that? Mice are caught by rats. This is your which voice? I will write the passive of this also here. Cats. I will write to make you the better understanding of this one. Cats catch mice. This is your AV means your active and this will be your passive. Now compare it. Cats catch mice. Subject, verb, object. Here, this object becomes your subject. Since it is your which form of the verb? Simple. And in simple we are using is MR. So since this is plural, here we are using mice are caught by cats. You will write here, not rats. Cats. Okay. Mice are catch ka third form. Catch, caught, caught. Caught. We are using the verb by, and then we are using what? Cats. This subject become your object. You can see this R is your helping verb and this caught is your what? Main verb. This is by, we are using main verb means main verb which form we are using? Main verb we are using verb ka third form in main verb. Main verb is your verb ka third form. Now this statement you are clear with this. Cat catch mice, active voice. Mice are caught by cats is your passive voice. Please note it down. Here, last line you will write subject mice is what? Here your subject is what? Here for active voice. Now I am going to erase this. You understand? Now let's talk about subject. What is the subject? Your subject is your mice. Clear? Subject mice is the receiver of the action. Here mice is what? Your mice is the receiver of the action because that action was received by whom? Cat is acting and mice is receiving. Mice is the receiver of the action. Clear, no? Note it down. Yeah. So both. So you can write. So both what? Subject as well as verb. Your subject is what? Mice as well as verb. What is your verb? Caught. Is in which voice? Is in passive voice. Is in passive voice. Clear for you to understand that? Because of that, because the mice is a receiver, the object itself becomes the subject. That's why here they are working in passive voice. Clear, children? So just have the screenshot of this one. Here I have told you the definition of these parts. Clear? I hope you have taken the screenshot. Now, this is just the definition. When somebody is going to ask you about the definition, then you will write this part. In further videos, we will read in short and crispy way. What are the rules we are having further for this? This is just a brief explanation. Mostly sometimes the structures or sometimes the definitions are asking. That's why I have given in this one. Clear? But this is not very important for you to understand. The main important thing is the rules which we are going to learn. That is going to help you a lot for the point of examination, children. Clear, no? So please take a screenshot and I'm going to end up the class. If you are new to the channel, please keep your like, share and subscribe for this to get more notifications from videos. So thank you. Have a nice day.